just enough room to get through. Try to get a little more away from the door here. Well, it's dry. It's making dust anyways. There's a company, mobile seed service. They come right to the farm and clean and treat this wheat. I'll see if he'll let me make a video this year when he comes. Usually several guys bring their wheat over, so there's plenty to film. It's a really neat setup. I can also understand there are those that don't like the idea of saving seed, so I can get it if he doesn't necessarily want to be on YouTube. Well, the sidewell's empty. Let's draw off the middle again. There's something there, parking a little more, but then again, it's not wide open by any means. Ain't even half throttle. Whoa, darn you! The wagon's almost full. Climb in there. Well, it's almost there. A few more bushels. I'm just going to get a wagon load. That's about 175 in that wagon. I guess I can top it off later with a grain back. Well, it's a few bushels shy of a load, but we'll go with that. I was wanting to get mostly new seed this year anyways. Try one of them new varieties. I'll have a little old stuff to compare it to this way. All right. Guess I need to get this out of the way and that out of the way. Oh, time for me to call in the hired help. my good friend Manuel Labor. That's a two-handed job. Isn't that just super? I think so. Now I'm going to move this up to the front barn there with the Super 66, Super 88, all that other stuff. And then I can put that wagon full of wheat in there. This barn is bird and critter proof by and large. How about resistant? There's no such thing as proof. So it won't be in the way, but fairly easy to get to when cleaning day comes. This won't be too hard to get to. Win, win, win. And I get to drive the 66. So, you know, the heat is gone. It's a beautiful day. It's starting to feel like fall. Driving an Oliver. I don't think life gets a whole lot better than that. Should be room here. Just, but that's all that matters. No one hit each other. No one was hurt. There's the 1600 in case anybody's wondering, and just past it's the 1855. They'll be getting moved back in the shop here before too long. That's funny, it didn't look that way when I started. I would call that like a 0.5 on the calcium scale, a K 0.05. It's just a slow leak. The thought of fixing it is foreign. I've got the handy dandy DeWalt portable air compressor. As seen on Rossi Oliver Man. Gotta say, it is pretty slick and handy for little stuff like this. Let's set her for 13 in it. Let's set her for 35. Pew! That'll just take a minute or two. All right, it is wheat cleaning time. Cleaning seed wheat. I know a lot of non-farmers out there believe that farmers can't save wheat or seed, and in some cases that's true, but wheat is not one of those. So I've got wheat. This is Mobile Seed Service. That's Dirk up there. He said go ahead and record. He's just getting fired up. Alan's 1650 is putting in a little work today. That's the price it pays for staying at my place. But my bin run wheat, yummy. So wheat's gonna come out. We'll see this all in a moment. Goes in. There's shakers. I'm gonna get an image well before the screens with little holes. Got different screens for different grains, and you can adjust things. A fan. The fan will blow the light stuff, the chaff, out into that collector. Goes in that bucket. That stuff I'll probably just dump out by the woods or something that's biodegradable. Not every seed is a seed we want for planting. Oh, she's firing up. You can see it, all the shaky. But the smaller shrunken kernels, they're more likely to have disease on them, and essentially just not as good quality for planting purposes. So we just, that machine will separate some of that stuff out. Some years we get a lot of clean out. Wheat quality looks really good this year, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. But we'll get some clean out of those little shrunken kernels. Also depends on where I had the combine set. So I got a friend that'll take that and he's going to feed it to his livestock, so it won't go to waste. But that gives me basically the best wheat seeds, berries, I guess as they're technically called. This is the first time he's had this particular setup here. They've got 3 or 4 of these rigs now, but this is the first. This one's 2 trailers. All the others are on a single trailer. And I can see the advantage of the double trailer is he could spin right around on this baby and put it. Wanted to get in, we're in the yard here just because it's a nice, relatively level spot, so he didn't have to do a lot of adjusting. The machine works best when it's level. So once the wheat is clean, it will go up that elevator, come over to the second trailer, and this is the treatment trailer. And that's where we add that's what this red stuff is. It's a fungicide, insecticide, protects the seed until it's growing, and even a little bit afterwards. Because, well, it's nature. There's other things that want to eat my crop. And so it's generally a good idea to treat it. So it'll go through that. The treatment gets added to the seed, comes out there and goes in my seed wagon. Pretty straightforward. It'll probably take us about an hour I got about 150 bushels this year. I'm gonna get some new seed. As I mentioned before, this is a non-bearded wheat, so I want to get some bearded wheat because the deer don't like it as much. They don't. So I got lots to film. Several guys bring their local farmers bring their wagons over so we can do it all at once. Saves him setting up and tearing down. He lives probably about, I don't know, an hour and a half, a couple hours north of here. So he likes to try to schedule everybody at the same time so that, you know, saves him a trip. Let's go see it work. Oh, it's starting to come through. There's the finished product before we even started. I guess I should have been a little farther out yet. Let's start at the beginning. I'm not sure how far out they get. Southern Michigan, I don't know if they get into Ohio and Indiana. All right, coming out of my wagon. As you can see, there's the occasional little right there. Ah, man, I'm not fast enough. A little bit of, you know, unthreshed or stuff you won't want to go through your planter to plug things up. So it goes through that. That right there is balanced out, and it takes a certain amount of pounds for it to trip and drop. So every time that comes up, it triggers a counter. He knows how many bushels went in just by, say, that mechanical device. Going up the elevator, and you can just see right in there. Goes down, it's going through all the shakers to sort out the small seeds, the chaff. He's checking it to make sure it's working like he wants. And then, like I say, here's the light stuff. Not a whole lot coming through. The old 8570 did a good job. All self-contained, got a diesel engine on it to power it. As you can see, let's see if we can see any right there. So yeah, the final cleaned wheat comes out here and goes up, goes to the other unit. Those are the tailings, as we call them, the stuff we didn't want. And I just save, this is a soybean, this is where I get my soybeans in. And I don't get treated soybeans, so the bag is clean. That way, once you got that treatment on it, you shouldn't feed it to animals. It's not safe for consumption anymore. So I got some extra bags in case this one gets full. Just depends on how good a job the other guys did with their wheat. There's the fungicide. Like I say, there's the final product. No straw, no chaff, just the best wheat kernels. I'm gonna call them kernels. and makes for good seed.